How can I use custom colors in the Microsoft VBA editor? I'm working on a few projects for work using Excel and VBA, so I have no choice but to use the Microsoft Visual Basic editor. I normally wouldn't mind, but I can't figure out how to set a custom color for the editor. I can only choose from the default palette. To change the color currently, I go to Tools and GT, Options and GT, Editor Format. However, your choices are only limited to the default and basic, 16 colors, and when I say basic, I mean basic, like pink, blue, black, white, etc. Does anyone know how to either specify a custom color, or at the very least, change some of the colors that show up in the default palette?
VBA reads the settings for the colors from these registry keys. key_current_backslash software backslash code of 4 colors e_current_user_backslash software backslash 6.0 backslash common backslash code/user/backslash each of these keys contains a list of values, separated by space, for each entry inside Tools and GT, Options and GT, Editor Format. For example, the first value inside code backcolors is the background color and the first value inside code of 4 colors is the foreground color for normal text. The values are the internal id for the color, 0 means auto-coloring, 11 shows cyan, 5 red, etc. To give it a try, close Excel, change the first value of code backcolors to 5 and restart Excel. The background of the code editor will now be red. The problem is that the VBA editor does only support these internal values and the highest number it understands is 16. Any other value will not be accepted and it defaults back to auto. I have tried several options of entering different values, for example 128,255,128, 16,777,215, #Offie, 255 or 170,255,238, and none of them worked. Therefore I think it is technically not possible to assign other colors.
I created an application based on the information found here, this URL. It basically backs up the 6/7 DLL file and allows the use of custom colors without having to use an hex editor. You can download it here, this URL. Enjoy! Edit, source code is now available.
Text hex is spot on. However, it is possible to change the 16 built-in colors with your own. It just requires a bit of hex editing. Here's a step-by-step guide. Note, this is for VB6 SP6, file version 6.0.97.82. Backup your VB6.exe file in your VB98 program folder. Optional, but recommended. Fire up your favorite hex editor, shout out to HXD, and open VB6.exe. Jump to address 0z22f4. This is the start of the color table. You should see 4 zeros. This represents the color black in Merkle format. Alpha isn't supported, so it's really just RGBBBOO format. The next 4 bytes specify the next color and so on until you get to FFFFFFOO, white, ending at offset 0Z2333. Edit any of these 4-byte values to your choosing. Just use the appropriate hex values in RGB format, followed by a 0 byte. For example, RGB 64, 128, 192 would be 4080C000. Save your changes to the exe and fire up VB6. You should see your new colors in the slots previously occupied by the built-in VB colors.
As many have noted, Bond solution, hex editing the colors table in VB6.exe, will work, but you will have to go in and reset your colors in the options dialog every time you start up VB6. I've created an AutoEdit script that will do all of the work for you, just edit it as necessary where all of the calls to set syntax coloring are made. I just keep it on my desktop, and now whenever I have to open VB6 I just double click it, and just like that, syntax coloring is under my control. Edit 1, optimize the script a bit to make it run quicker. I am thinking about putting together a program that will edit VB6.exe for you automatically to make color selection easier. I wonder if there's a way to ditch the AutoEdit script by creating a plugin for Versus? Edit 2, created a utility that allows you to edit the colors in the exe without having to use a hex editor, Classic Color Editor. That link goes to the public repository on Bitbucket.